All right, so welcome to our multi-region huddle. I'm so excited to see all of these faces on one screen. I hope you guys are all having an awesome day. For those, I think most of you guys already know who I am, but I am your upline and ERVP Jenna Bolton. And so Britt and I have some really exciting things to share with you guys. Can you guys all hear me? You're good now, right? Okay. So we have been working on a document for the last, I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks, and it's finally all ready to go. And we're so excited about it because we really truly think and feel like this is going to be a game changer in our businesses because of just the fluidity of it, the simplicity of it. And the one thing I do want to state before we show you this document, we're just going to kind of walk you guys through it a little bit so you understand. It's a very simplified getting started training or document. Okay. So this can be for anyone that is a new consultant, especially, or if you have been in this business for like a year and you just, like all of us feel like we haven't really had a really good getting started document, or like if you feel like you're a new consultant and you're like, I have to go here for that, and then I have to go here for that, and then I scroll down and I have to click this link and then it takes me to this other page and I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? So I feel like put your hand up if you feel like you've been confused at getting started with this business before. And then put your hand up, or put 2 hands up if you feel like if you were handed one document, not handed, but emailed one document, and it's literally said like, okay, do this, now stop, and have a meeting with your upline. Now do this, now stop. Like, would that not just blow your minds? Would you just be like, oh my God, I want to share this with everyone? Okay, so that is what we've created. And after we show you what we put together, we're going to go through another little surprise that we have for everyone. And Megan Fleming is actually going to contribute to that conversation. And then we're just going to talk about a couple other things on Instagram that are really important that we think you guys should be doing. And then we'll wrap the call up. So I'm going to, without any further ado, I'm going to share my screen and we'll show you guys the document. And this is going to be posted in our region Facebook pages. Okay. So you guys will have access. Can everyone see like the flowers? I can't see everyone's faces now. So you guys are all just over here on the side. Okay. So I'm going to move you guys actually over here so I can scroll down. Okay. So this is let me move this. There we go. This is our getting started, our new consultant steps for success document. Okay. So this is what it looks like. It's so pretty. It's got a table of contents. Okay, so this is what you're going to see in this document. So getting started, recipe for success, your why and your list, launching your business, next steps, staying connected, plugging in and growing. Okay, and then if you notice, some of our visuals are like our own personal visuals, which I love. This document, you guys, I want to just say that we don't like to recreate the wheel in Arbonne, okay? We're not saying go out and start doing all your own things, okay? This is something that the #1 Arbonne consultant in Canada has created. And because I like to make friends and talk to people, I just had this conversation with Carly and she passed it along to someone else that I know and she gave me the document. So it's not something we entirely created from scratch. We pulled ideas from this, but Brittany and I spent time actually doing all the videos. So when you click on links in this document, it's going to be Brittany and I. So we didn't take any videos. Now there are a couple that we left, but those are just like generic videos. But Brittany and I did all the other videos for you guys. So if you click, for example, meet your upline on this link, it's going to take you, it'll take you to YouTube. It's going to take you to the video that Brittany and I did for you guys. Hi everyone, we're so excited to have you. Okay, see you. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm not going to let it play the whole thing. I just wanted you guys to understand like where it goes. Okay, how do I go back? How do I get out of this? Oh, that's a good pause, Jenna. Okay, just a second, guys. Sorry. Okay, I got to move you guys around so I can get my scroller and okay. So as you can see there, you can see all the like links are linked to actual videos. So it just gives you a little welcome introduction. The recipe for success gets you into all the details about like basically it's an overview. So listen to your team's getting started call, get crystal clear on your why, starting to create your 100-person list. It basically just shows you all the things you need to do to get started in your business. Britt, just interject whenever you want, okay? Okay, so then it talks about your why, okay? And like I said, I'm not gonna go into all the details because this call will be really long if we do, but you guys will all get this document and then you'll be able to just go through it. There's the first call is the getting started call, and Brittany's has done this one in this video, in this document. And so you'll click on that link and you'll listen to Britt's video, and then the next, so it's like all in chronological order. So then you're gonna go and you're gonna draft up your why, because it's really important, obviously, to have a why that makes you work in this business. And then there's a video, and that's me crafting your why if you click on that link. And then you just go to the next page, and this is putting together your 100-person list. So again, another video on how to do that. And it gives you tips and tricks. It's phenomenal. It's like, I'm just so in love with this document. It's going to be amazing. Okay. And then it says like, okay, guys, stop here. Like it's so simple. And then it says book a goal and pace setting call with your upline. Like it literally, you can't get confused by this document. It's so simple. Okay. And then launching your business, it goes into details about how to launch your business. So if you're new and you're just like, I don't even know what to do, how to do it, this takes you through that. And there's, again, another video right here, how to execute Zoom launches. And then I think, yes, and there's two videos there in that one. Sharing your why. There's all about sharing your why, what you should share, what you shouldn't share. We have some verbiage training. If you click this link, there's some verbiage training in there for you, because I know everyone's always wondering about what to say. Okay, and then it's launching your business. So we've given you some actual examples of verbiage that you can use when you're reaching out to people. So when you first start your business, you can actually use these. Now, again, I'm going to say, if you're using verbiage that we've kind of shared with you or given you examples on, it's really important to tweak it so that it's there's not 50 of you sending messages out to if the same person gets the same message over and over again, that person's going to be literally like, okay, so you guys just use copy and paste method, and we don't want to come across like that. So please make sure you're tweaking your messaging a little bit so it doesn't sound like it's being copied and pasted. I have to say that because I've been hearing a lot about that lately. And then your next steps. So I know I'm going through this really fast and you guys are probably like, okay, whoa, but you guys will all have an opportunity to actually look at this document more intently. But this is all about doing 30 and 30 calls, which, Britt, yeah, you did okay. You did a call with your team.
I'm muted. Sorry. I thought you meant, did I do this video? I did this video. I haven't fully chatted with my region yet about it, but you guys, I'm telling you, the Is Our Bond for You document is a huge game changer as well. I know we've been very heavy on Discover Our Bonds, but this is so much more of a conversation versus us talking at somebody for 20 minutes. So, and this is going to be so much more tailored to the person. Like it's great for us to kind of pull and make those DAs kind of personal, but this is like full on you and that person. You're not really talking about yourself at all. People don't care really about what this has done for you right now. Like yes and no, but it needs to be about what it's going to do for them. And this call lets you do that. So I've done that video and I absolutely love it. And Jenna and I did a mock call for you guys. So is that in here too, Jenna?
Yeah, it should be. Oh gosh, what happened?
Somewhere. Anyway, we have that video regardless. So you can kind of see how it would go. You'll see how it will go with a mom with a 7-month-old at home who's going crazy in the video. Real life.
Yeah, I'm hoping that mock one is in here. It was sent to her.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, I'll double check it. I'll double check. And if it's not, we'll just get her to embed it. We'll check after this before we post it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the 30 and 30 calls are amazing. Like yeah, it's just more of a casual conversation with someone and not being like, and Arbonne has been around for 40 years and then like dragging all the details out. People are like, hey, like I've got to get going here. So like, let's wrap this up a little bit quicker there, Sally. So I think we just have to change the where we're doing things a little bit, because the old way we used to do things and the old way we were told to do things, it's not really working anymore. We have to change the way we do things. And we have to do that in this business. That's just the way it goes. So with that being said, like I said, don't recreate the wheel. We're doing this. Like if you want to do something, please just like ask Britt and I, like, okay, like I was thinking of doing this. Is that like, just run it by us? But like this kind of stuff is being delivered by, like I said, the top like income earners in Canada that are on fire right now. So if they're doing this, then we need to be doing what they're doing, right? Okay, the Arbonne for You documents there. It's amazing, like Britt just said. Launching your biz. So these are 2 new videos here, launching your biz and showing up with value on Instagram. Good video there. And how to execute Facebook launches and Facebook VIP groups. So if you don't have a VIP group and you need to learn more about how to do that, then that's all right there for you as well. And the mock one-on-one call that Brittany and I did do, like take it with a grain of salt. We were like doing a mock. So it was like super like, so what do you do? Do you stay out, like, where do you work? Do you stay home? Like, are you stay home mom? And like, so it was like totally mock. So just like, obviously just take that with like, okay. But it's just to give you an idea of how the conversation could go with someone. Okay. And then this is just like a little last, kind of second last, well, third last, just to stay connected. So this is a great quote by Bob Heilig. Network marketing is a personal development program with a compensation plan attached, which I love. It's so true. And then it just tells you some of the things to do. Like team calls are so important. Plug into those team calls. Be on your team calls. SoundClouds, podcasts, reading books. Like, look we're giving you guys a list of books, right? Like, right in this document. So like a new person getting started, it's right there. Like they have tons of choices. And then audibles, we give you some examples of some audibles to listen to. So lots of like suggestions. And then this is just talking a little bit about how to continue growing your business after you've done your launches, because it's so easy for you to do a launch and then be like, okay, now what? Like now I'm frozen because I don't know what to do. So this kind of gives you a little bit of information about how to like grow past that. So growing your network, expanding your reach outs through your cold market.
Jenna, there's some people in the waiting room.
Oh crap. I'm going to have to stop this share because I can't get to that. Sorry. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so this last part here just talks about our daily method for success. So it's embedded in this document as well. And, that's like, that document is basically one of the most important things to keep your business going. And like, that's what you need to be doing every single day. So if you get like, I shouldn't say like, I don't want you guys to feel like if you don't do it one day, you're like, your business isn't going to grow. That's not the case, but you need to be doing at least 3 or 4 things off that list. Yes, there's like 6 things you need to be doing, but if you can only get to, like, if you have a terrible day and you only get to like your affirmations, your journaling and doing some reading, that is at least something because you're working on your mindset. So, but I do like to say like, it is very, very important to be doing that daily method, because what you're doing in like today is going to show up in your business. It might not show up tomorrow, but it's going to show up in your 30, 60, 90-day cycle. So it's so important to keep putting into that funnel of people, like growing your network, meeting new people, reaching out, following up. And also what's super important is when you're on Instagram, you have to be consistent on Instagram and you have to be showing up for people every single day. And you want people to be like, when they say your name, you want people to be like, oh, she has like a successful Arbonne business. You don't want people to be like, oh, I don't know, she was doing Arbonne, but I don't know if she is anymore. If people are thinking that about you, then you're not representing your business like a business, you're representing it like a hobby. So I think that's just super, super important. So that's basically the document in a nutshell. Is there anything else you want to add, Britt?
Yeah. So this is when you sign up a new consultant, and if you are a brand new consultant and we've kind of started you in the getting started piece that we have in place right now, we're going to be sending you this and we want you to just focus on this. I think I said in the getting started call that I recorded for this that our region groups are fantastic resources. We have tons of info in the guides there. But we also recognize that as a brand new consultant, when you're going into that group, it can be overwhelming to see all of that stuff there. So you know yourself best, you know how you learn. Take it and decide whether this document is the only thing you need to focus on, or whether you're like, no, I want to freaking know everything. I'm so excited. I want to get familiar with the group. I want to do this. Feel free, go browse around. I know Jen and I are going to be just switching up the units a little bit. They're called guides now. And this will be the go-to for new consultants. And like I said in the video as well, like this is your business, you guys. You guys get to decide what you want to do with it. We're not dragging anybody along. You get to fully decide. You got to take ownership of your business and your success. So we are here to support you in every step of the way. We tell you what to do. We tell you when to book meetings with us. We are always available to chat with you, chat with your goals, your strategies, all of that stuff. But you really have to take that ownership. So utilize our Facebook group, utilize the source. That's like Google for Arbonne. Everything is there, but just know how you learn. If you are going to get super overwhelmed super quickly, don't bother focusing on anything else except for this document. And like Jenna said in the beginning, this is not just for brand new consultants. Maybe you've been in the business for a couple of years, or, a few months. It doesn't matter. Maybe you're just, you haven't sponsored anybody yet, or people you have sponsored haven't stuck around, or you've been just hearing a lot from your teams or whatever, that they're just like, they don't know where to start. They don't know where to go. Use this. You should be going through this document as well, because you need to know the system to train your new consultants on it. So take a look, take this next, I know we're going into month end here, but make sure that you're familiarizing yourself with this document in the videos too, especially the 30 and 30, because it is going to be wicked. I cannot wait to start doing all of these calls in a different way. I love the DA, but Jenna's right. There's just so much information that they don't need to decide if they're going to do this business or not, right? So let's just condense it. Let's have fun. Let's tailor it to them. Do what feels right for you. We are here to support, and utilize this as your biggest tool now. So then the next piece I want to kind of quickly chat about. And like Jenna said, we're not trying to recreate the wheel here, you guys, but there's a couple of fundamental pieces that we really noticed have been missing. So we're trying to fill those gaps. And I think that this is really going to help that. So maybe I'll let Megan start off, because she was the one who actually brought this to me. And I was like, oh my God, Meg, you're right. Because I am very similar. I've got notebooks. I've got daily method of success. I've got all of the things everywhere with people's names everywhere. We don't have a follow-up system at all. So Meg, I'll let you chat to that. Jenna, if you can let me share my screen.
Yeah, so I was actually on a power hour with Bob Heilig. Sorry, I know you guys are so sick of me talking about Bob, but I love him. And he said, how many of you are a true business owner, but you're using pen and paper? And there was a bunch of us who were like, yep, that's me. We print off the daily method for success, and that's what we do. And I'm like Britt, I have notepads everywhere. I have daily method for successes. I have a million different systems that I've tried. And he said, that's great if it works for you, but how many of you are actually, going through your notebooks and seeing who you need to follow up with? And, it's February 1st. So then when you're sitting down to do your daily method, say it's February 1st, you're looking to see who you asked 3 months ago on I don't know, what's that, November 1st. And I'm like, oh, I'm so guilty of this. So he brought up he mentioned a bunch of apps and whatever, but he said to be use something that's free. He suggested Excel spreadsheet. So Britt's gonna, I think, share her screen here. And he said, go through your notebooks, take the time and put everything in one place. So I actually did that. Took forever. I'm not gonna lie. It was 3 days. And it was so eye-opening when I looked at everything. I really was not doing the work that I thought I was doing. I'm gonna be totally vulnerable and say that. Once I got all of my names on Excel, I think there was I'm gonna just throw out a number. Say there was 500 names there. There was not one single person in the 500 names that I had actually asked about the products, about the business, to host a Facebook party, to do a one-on-one, for a referral, for an Everyone Can Flourish call. So I was not using the funnel method, even though I teach my team to do the funnel method. And I thought in my head I was doing the funnel method. So it was very eye-opening that way. And the other thing, I was not doing my follow-ups. I was not looking to see who I'd asked 2 months ago or 3 months ago, or who I've sent my website link to, and to see if they had any questions. I was terrible at follow-up. So this was really eye-opening. And we're not saying that if you have a system and it works for you, then please stick to whatever you're doing. But this might be a really good thing to implement into your business as well.
Yes. So I'm going to just give you an example. Megan's columns are different than mine. We want to track different types thing, but they're all similar. So you want to have the person's name. You want to have where you talk to them, are they on Instagram? Were they from a Facebook party? Who connected the two of you? I have so many people on Facebook right now that I have no freaking clue who our mutual friend was or how I met them, because I didn't write that down anywhere. I connected with them on Facebook and I engage with them, but gone from my memory. So this allows me to say, oh, okay, Jesse from Amanda's Facebook party in November type thing. I last spoke to them when? From that party, right? I'm giving you an example. Did I book a one-to-one with them? Nope. Did I invite them into Everyone Can Flourish? Did they watch a call? Yes. So Jenna, yours is Wonder and Discover? Yes.
We don't really have one. We're working towards one.
Okay. Whatever your Thursday night call is, or whatever the group, if you've sent them a video, for example, whatever it is that you've used a tool, did they watch it? Did they answer the questions? Did you actually have a follow-up there? Or did you just tag them and they never got back to you? Have they hosted for you? Have they ended up purchasing as a client, or did they move to preferred client or consultant? For me, I have a newsletter that I send out that is, again, something extra that I do. It's not a mandatory thing, but are they in my VIP group, or are they on my email list? Have I moved them through those different things? And if I haven't, or if I haven't spoken to them since May of 2019, then I know I need to go back and start building that relationship again. You can put notes here, I gave them I gave them some samples. We don't do gold bags right now. And I never heard from them, or they said they didn't like this, or they couldn't afford it at that point, and I never went back and checked in with them. So then as you're going through and you're filling this in, so maybe if you've been around for a year or 2 or 4 years, whatever, this might take you a while. But again, this is not a mandatory thing. But since I figure if we're doing a getting started piece, our new consultants need to know about this as well. If they need to know, they could easily just start this, plug people in as they're going, and bam, they're doing it at the same time as they're building their business. Any reach outs that you're doing, if you're building relationships, I have different tabs. I'm not sure if you can see the top here. You don't have to. You can literally do this however you want to. I have people that I'm just chatting with on Instagram and Facebook that I haven't asked yet. These prospects are the ones that I have asked. What's happened with them? Then I have my preferred clients, because I think it's super important to make sure that you're giving that customer service. Are you checking in with them often? Are you making sure they know about their free gift? Whatever, right? Whatever it is that you think you need to track to get better at doing those follow-ups, because like Jenna said, you want to be the person that they think of when they think of Arbonne, not somebody else. So are you continuing to build that relationship with them? Or is it just hey, I've got a sale going on. They don't reply, so you don't message them again. That's awkward, right? You wouldn't do that in person. So I do think that this is another huge piece that is missing. It's not a mandatory thing. This is your business. You get to decide how you want to do things, what you want to do, but I do think that you need some sort of follow-up system, regardless of what it is.
Yeah, and I love this document, but I'm going to speak also for the people that get really overwhelmed, that aren't that organized and are kind of more of the fly. Everyone's different, right? Everyone's personalities are different, and there might be some people that are that is just whoa for me. And we don't want to overwhelm people, and we want everyone to be able to be okay, that might not work for me. It might work for half of you. It might not work for the other half. You got to find what works for you. At the end of the day, we're here to give you guys products and services to allow your businesses to move forward. So if that's something that really interests you and you're oh my God, I'm OCD, I like to track things, I like to keep everything organized, you do that. And if that's not 100% you, if you're kind of just I would love for that to be me. I would love for that to be me, but I just don't know if it is. I'm all over the place. But this is the problem, right? I have all my contacts. I'm like searching, like, when did I message Jane? It was 3 months. No, maybe it was a year ago. I don't know. Like, I don't even remember what I did yesterday. So I have a really hard time with all that stuff. And I kind of just like, I'm all over the place. I'm like, I'll just think of someone and be like, oh my God, I haven't freaking reached out to them in so long. This is the problem with being scatterbrained like I am, is that if you go to reach out to someone, that we always say the fortune's in the follow-up. If you go to reach out to someone and that person is like, oh my God, you know what? I actually joined Arbonne. You're like, isn't the products awesome? And you're so mad because if you just had a good follow-up system, you probably would have reached out to them and they would have maybe joined your team. Now, with that said, maybe they joined their best friend. You don't know, right? But you just want to be able to like follow up with people in a like, I don't know, in a good time frame. And some of you might be saying, well, when do we follow up with people? Like, I don't know. That's the magic question. And I mean, there's no right or wrong. We can't be like, well, it's every four months on the hour. Like, it's just use your discretion, right? Like when you're talking to someone, you can kind of get the idea of like, oh, like they said a couple months, like maybe message me in a couple months, then just jot that down, right? But what I'm going to show you is this is more of a online tracking system, if you will, sort of on Instagram. Okay. So I'm going to show you what I do. And I just started doing this not long ago. So I don't have like tons and tons of people in there yet, but I'm building. So if you go to Instagram, so this is just my regular Instagram feed. If you click on that bottom button right there, can you guys see this okay? Okay. It's like a little circle with a person. And then that takes you to your profile. You're going to go to the three dashes. You're going to go to the three dashes at the top here. Okay. And then it's going to bring you up this little screen right here. And you're going to go to the saved icon, that little upside down sort of flaggy looking thing. I don't know if that's a good explanation. And then these are all your saved photos of profiles. So I've created one that says new friends funnel. I didn't know what to call it. I didn't want it to be like reach outs or Arbonne. Like, I just want it to be like, it's people I'm becoming friends with on Instagram. And isn't that how we build relationships? We become friends with people, and people do business with people they like and trust. Okay. At the end of the day, you are looking for friends. Okay. And if you don't want to build friendships or meet people, then I don't know. You're going to have to find another way to work this business. But basically what you do is you just save so the reason I do this is because if I'm waiting at the parking lot to pick up my son and I have 5 minutes or 10 minutes to do something, instead of thinking about what I could do or scrolling through Instagram to try to find people to like and comment and build relationships with, I automatically go to this file folder and I click on that person, and then I go in and I comment and I like and do all the things, right? And then what I sometimes do, you guys, is I take this person's, I shouldn't really be showing you like people's names, but I take that person's profile and I'll actually go into who they're following and I'll start following who they're following and then liking and commenting. So when you tell me you don't have anyone to talk to, I'm sorry, but there are 7 billion people in this world, and you have people to talk to. You have people that you can all around you to build relationships. It's so, so easy. Like, go into people's followings or followers, doesn't matter. And then just start adding people and building those relationships. So that's what I would suggest for everyone to do. Create that folder within your saves. And then when you're actually scrolling through Instagram, this is Alex Trimble. She's an ENVP with Arbonne, but just so happens she came up. I'm just going to show you guys. I would just hit that upside down flag. And then that is going to go. It says right there that just went into my saved folder. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay.
Perfect for when you have like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, that you're just like, what could I do here? Easy. Or when you're sitting in a power hour, like, it sets that up perfectly, because who knows, you got 15 people there. Okay, you've been engaging with 10 of them for a month or two, time to ask that question. Or start a conversation so that you can easily just fit Arbonne in there. You're not like spending the time looking for people to ask, because you're scrolling every single day. Like, you can't tell me that you're not. Like, I do. I'm guilty. So as you're scrolling, be intentional about it. And save those profiles. So then when you have dedicated work time, you can actually work.
And those saved files are like your Excel spreadsheet, but on Instagram. So then you can move those saved profiles right over to your spreadsheet. Because you, right? Like they're both linked. Like you can use both of them. Like I think it's so
And a
smart.
tip for Facebook, if you don't mind me, for those of you who follow or who are on Facebook, I follow, so you can actually like choose to follow your prospects, and then you see more of their stuff in your feed, and it'll show more often.
Brilliant.
So follow your prospects on Facebook.
Okay.
Do we have any questions?
Yeah. Do we have any questions?
Comments, concerns?
Everyone's so quiet. Okay. I'm liking the feedback. Everyone's really liking the document. I'll get Holly to update that one link, and we will post this to our region groups, and you guys can all save it to your phones, and you'll have this beautiful document when you introduce a new consultant to your team or just for yourselves to use. So yeah, we're really, really excited, and wow, that was half an hour. Woo, look at us go.
Good.
Okay, you guys have an awesome night, and I guess we're still recording. I'll stop the